This is our Totally Words picture word matching computer program. This particular computer program is a beginner's level computer program. It would be a good program if you're for your child or for an adolescent or adult if the Totally Words 1 computer program is too advanced. This is a more simple format of associating a word to a picture. But they're the same words, a lot of the main basic words that are in Totally Words 1, so it would be a good reference. Now to log in, we'll show you how to do that. You just click on New User, click on Add User, and put in the individual's name, first name, then the last name, and then that appears at the bottom of the screen, so you know who is actually logged in. Also, the arrow is nice and large on the screen, and on this very first screen, anything we rolled over, it's actually said to.
Puzzles I've done. Next puzzle. Review all words.
So now that we've logged in under Tom, what we're going to do is first help Tom out by reviewing the words. So just click on this button and the computer program will go through each word and give an associated picture.
Apple, apple, bus, bus, car, car, dance, dance, eat, eat, fingers, fingers, green, green, house, house, jar, jar, key, key.
So after the review, we show that there's a green check mark in the number 1. So it gives you feedback. It gives feedback to the person using it, also to you too, so you have some understanding that your child's reviewed the words. So now they've seen each word and heard it and then associate it to a picture. So if your child needs that extra help, we do that first. You can also click on Review All Words again, and it would run through this a second time, and that check mark will be there and then the number 2. So if they really like that, they can do it a second time if they would like to. Now let's go to the actual next puzzle button.
Next puzzle. Apple, bus, car, dance, eat, apple, bus, car, dance, eat.
Now we've taken the 5 of the 10 words that were displayed in the review, and we put them on the screen, just 5. So we make it simple, so to help out an individual at the beginning stages here. Now this is so an individual has actually seen each word and heard each word 3 times. Now with the arrow being large, that's a good visual feedback for the individual using the program. Also, when we roll over a box that contains a word, we're going to highlight that. So as you can see, as we roll over the words, the box is highlighted. Now if an individual needs extra help, what does the picture represent? They don't know that's an apple, we can just roll over it.
Apple,
and
apple.
We say the word. Also, if an individual needs extra help in what these words are, we can click on the button Extra Help, and it says Extra Help is on, and we put a green check mark there. And so for these 5 words, or unless we click the button off, it's going to always read these words when you roll over.
Dance, car, eat, apple, bus.
So that helps, again, make that association. So they've seen it in the review, then twice when these words displayed both in very large and then when they were put in the boxes. And if we hit the Extra Help, that's a 4th time that an individual has made the association to hear what the word looks like and sounds like. So what we'll do is we'll let the Extra Help stay on, and we'll go through this.
Apple, apple.
there's a fifth time. So we set it and we highlighted it in blue. So that's a fifth time an individual make that association between the word and the sound of that word.
Dance, dance. Car, eat, eat. Bus, car, car. Apple, bus, car. Dance, eat. Apple, bus, car. Dance, eat.
So again, we repeated the same 5 words, and that's 2 more times that they've heard and seen the word. So now we're talking 7 times. And the button has now gone off. It automatically shuts off. So we're going to give your child or the individual using this the chance to do that on their own, rather than keeping that the sounds always on. We'll say, okay, well maybe now they know it. So if they need the extra help, you tell them to put it on. But if not,
dance.
We start just clicking on the words
car,
themselves.
Eat, bus, apple, fingers, green, house, jar, key, fingers, green, house, jar, key.
I'd like to show you what would happen if you click on the wrong word. Let's say, for instance, now we're also, by the way, we're in the second set of 5 words. So that's we're going to show each of these 5 words twice in the puzzle. If you click on the wrong word,
jar,
we highlight the word, say it, and then we gray it out, so we know that's not it. But we also show the word up here, so the individual can also again make, oh, I see, it looks like this one here. Well, we'll click on that.
Fingers, green, house, key, jar. Fingers, green, house, jar, key, fingers, green, house, jar, key.
And we'll complete this.
Jar, fingers, house, green, key.
And then once we selected all the words, the picture is displayed. And this is going to be a different picture every time you come in. Even if an individual is working on the same number 1 puzzle, same words repeatedly, we're always going to have a different picture behind this puzzle, so that, you know, give them some motivation. Gee, what's that picture going to be today? Now when we click continue, we have the check mark.
Next puzzle.
And we have the number 1. And you can do this puzzle game up to 4 times, each individual up to 4 times a day. After that, we say, no, that's enough for today. We'd rather have an individual use this over a long period of time. Do a little bit each day over a long period of time. Small steps at each day. But the key is, once you get this information into long-term memory, it's that continuous use of the program over the weeks and months and years. As you go on from one computer program to the next, we advance things, and that's where the big steps are accomplished. So we show at the top of the screen, now we have 1 puzzle's done. And even if individuals just doing the same number 1 puzzle, if they've done it 15 times, that will always be a cumulative number there of all the puzzles that have done. So you get some appreciation to what your child is doing. Also, what we're going to do is, if we go to Puzzles I've Done, it shows the number 1 and a check mark by the number 1 puzzle, because we've done it 1 time. This will also give you some feedback, how many times has done number 1 puzzle. Not that that's really that important, okay? We expect individuals to do the number 1 puzzle many times until they get these words under their belt. But you will see with time that a child will wind up doing the puzzles less frequently as they go down. It might take them just 1 time. And also to let you know that these first 60 puzzles have 2 new words in each one. So these 10 words that are here into puzzle number 1, well, we're going to bring in 8 from puzzle number 1 into puzzle number 2, and then there'll be 2 new puzzles, or 2 new words in that number 2 puzzle. Same thing with number 3, 4, and 5. So once you, what happens here is that each word will be seen, like I said, at least 9 times in each time they do a puzzle, but that's per puzzle. So if they do, 1 puzzle a day in 5 days, 9 times 5, we're talking 45 times that they will have seen and heard that word and made that association. That's the key, again, to our technique. That's for puzzles 1 through 60. And then what we do at like 61 is we go from 2 words that are new in each puzzle to 3 new words to speed things up a little bit. Also, the program will keep track. Once you decide that this is appropriate for your child and you get the purchase key and you unlock all the puzzles, what we'll be doing then, the program will keep track and say, okay, you've done puzzle number 1 and you did better than an 85% proficiency level. We'll bring you on to puzzle number 2 and bring in 2 new words. And that's the whole idea, is we'll keep you on that until you've got that down. So at the beginning, you help your child or the individual you're working with and with this out to get them going, get them motivated. After a while, you start backing out and you just say, hey, how many puzzles are you up to? And what was the mystery picture today? And what happens is that the computer program takes over, keeps track, and brings in the appropriate new words at the appropriate time. We'll click back on back, and as I said, you can do this puzzle game up to 4 times, and it'll put a number 4 next to the green check mark. And
change
also,
user.
if you go back to change user, now this is where you would always log in. You just click on Tom's name, and that's how you'd go to the program. But right below Tom's name is the last date of time that he did the computer program. So just give you some feedback. When was the last time we did this? And that goes for all of the individuals. You can use this program can have up to 5 keep track of up to 5 individuals. And the first computer, or should I say, the first puzzle in this free trial version is fully functional forever, with the logic that maybe your child's not quite ready for this right now, but you'd like to know what this is about. So you get to download it and try it and use it. Then if it doesn't work right now, you try it in 2 months, 6 months, a year. And maybe it would be appropriate at that time. They tune into it and say, okay, now it's time to, purchase the program and get all 100 puzzles. As I said, this is one of our beginner programs. It's one of the approaches that we have to help an individual get some familiarity with the words that are used in our more advanced computer program, which is Totally Words 1. So if this one's too simple, then go with the Totally Words 1. But if that one's too advanced, then this could be a good approach. One of the approaches, this is one of our beginners level programs.